Alright, so we're back again. We're going to construct the E. We're working on the E this time. So what you will realize eventually is that the letter B here will be the biggest thing, the largest letter. Why? Because as they go towards vanishing point, so as they go towards vanishing point, they get smaller, because the space in between here and here is smaller and has to fit between here and here. So the E will be smaller than the N. The E will be smaller than the B, and the N will be smaller than the E, and the B is the biggest of them all. So again, I start with a line, a vertical line, and from that vertical line, so it always starts. You catching this? Always have that. After you've constructed that, let's say the vanishing points are here and here, you always go to these. So it's always this, then that, then that. So it's almost like an arrow, a double-edged arrow. So I don't have to go back and to create this one, because it's already here and here. So all I need to do is come from this vanishing point. Here, and I meet up this with that line there. And all I do now is to simply draw a line connecting these two. Understanding so far?
No.
No. So again, I've just created a box, and within that box will be an E. Within this box will be the E. Now I'm no longer concerned with what's happening with that. Everything that I'm concentrating on now is within the B, the E, the box for the E. So now we know that an E, a block letter E, a block letter E has 3 hands.
Why?
With the middle one being the smallest or the shortest.
Why?
So shut up. 1, 2, 3. So back to this now. So that's 1 hand. That's this is where the third hand is gonna be. Second hand. So first, second, and the third. Now what I need is a line that connects, a line that stops all of these, a very light line that stops all of these from going back too far. That line looks a bit lean. Alright, so I have that. And just off the bat, you can see where it starts to look like an E already. It already starts to shape out. Now if I go back here with my rubber eraser, you get something looking like an E. But guess what? Just as I mentioned with inside of here, it's not 3-dimensional. It doesn't look 3-dimensional. It looks flat. The back here looks 3-dimensional, looks like it's popping off the wall, but not for these. So they're going to work on these now. So again, you see me coming from the vanishing point to construct, to make this look 3-dimensional. So I construct one from here, one from here, and one here. Following? Alright. Silence means everybody's following. So now I do that. Vanishing point. Vanishing point. So now it looks like that E.
It's popping off the wall.
It's gone off the wall. I shade under here now. And I'm shading under here now. Shading under the under here. Now I have an E. Next letter is the N. You realize how these things are not difficult. And I don't believe a lie, man. I tell them. When you realize that how simply I do this, and you say, sir, can you artist? No, because I follow the steps. So again, we're gonna create that with the arrow. So if you realize I just draw my line coming down, and this line is this line. This. The corner. Remember? Right. These are the corners. The corners. So I'm gonna work on the N now. You realize I'm putting that line and it's coming from the vanishing point. Vanishing point.
They draw a straight line.
Straight line that meets this here. So now I need another line here to make that box. And if you realize, the N is smaller than the E and the B. And I'm not just doing that intentional, it's just perspective. Once I'm following all the rules, then that must happen. Alright. The N.
Must be smaller than the E.
The N.
Must be smaller than the E.
No, I'm not going to use this. Get it. If you look at the N that I have here, you realize, see, I have all of these things in my drawing. You realize that this is popping off the wall here, which is what I just did.
Everything up off of the wall.
But guess what? We have
Corners.
2 sticks here. So basically we have one corner here and a next corner here. A next corner here. So what I need to do, make sure try catch both.
Right.
See both? So I have this end here already. I need to put in that. So that's here and that's already there. So I'm going to put in that second one. So this is what I'm going to work with. Maybe it's a little bit difficult. So that's what I'm going to work with. Boom bang. These two. So I just put in that one and it's there. I'm going to put in this third one now.
Boom bang.
There we go. And I don't have to put in a next one here because this line is already there. Wait, no. And it's very simple. This edge connects to this outer edge, and this line is basically coming from here.
So everything you have to need a ruler. Okay, that students, ruler is a must.
Need to start lock out one of them ruler. Alright. So I'm gonna be drawing a line coming down here. That's that. And another one
This here. There.
there. So look how simple I'm gonna connect these now. So what we have, okay, yeah. So this, I line up this with the outside here. This and this, and I draw the line to meet that one. You realize where I stop? I stop at that line. I stop at that line. Now I'm going to draw from here, from this to this. and I stop at that line again. And if you look at this, you realize it's starting to look like an N. This is starting to look like an N. Stay there. Sorry about these. It's starting to look like an N.
No. No, it's not look like an N.
You need glasses. So just as how we connect everything to the vanishing point, yet again we're gonna go to the vanishing point. So the vanishing point here, I'm gonna draw this line here, because we need to look like it's popping off the wall.
Everything should be popping off the wall. They have 8 minutes left.
Alright, so this is what I have now. And I have this below here.
It might be a little flat.
Now, no one should complain to me about not being able to draw the bend. So, sorry. So just recap.
The end finish?
I don't need to do more than that. This is the end. So the curve the line, curve the line. 3 hands. And all this E wrong. You couldn't tell me the E wrong. Because normally we have the E, the hand inside smaller or shorter. You're such a terrible cameraman. Or a terrible assistant.
You're supposed to be the art manager.
Now it's a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Now that's a little bit better. Alright, so that's bend. Big bend. We completed that. Alright, do more work.